taxpayers, by the way. I would yield 1 minute to the gentleman from New York, Mr. Rose.
The gentleman from New York is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise in opposition to this amendment, and quite frankly, I'm dumbfounded. You're aware that this conversation is in public, so I won't put words in your mouth, but I will use your own words. You say today you don't want to consolidate wealth amongst the few. What do you think your tax scam did? This is about workers. You say you're worried about deficit spending. Hallelujah. Suddenly you're worried about it. You weren't worried about deficit spending when it came to endless wars. You weren't worried about deficit spending when it came to a tax scam. This conversation is in public. You don't get to go back to your districts now and say you're on the side of workers. But whose side are you on? Because there's one thing this amendment will do. It will boost corporate profits. It will put money in the hands of billionaires, and it will rip off workers. So today, out in public, you reveal yourself to be the hypocrites that you are. We're going to make sure that people remember this. Thank you. I yield back.
Madam Speaker, I ask for the gentleman's word to be taken down.
Members are reminded to direct their remarks to the chair.
Madam Speaker, I ask for the gentleman's words to be taken down. I am not a hypocrite.
With all due respect, ma'am, you are.
Gentleman will suspend.
Madam Speaker,
gentleman will suspend.
I ask that the gentleman's words be taken down.
The gentleman will suspend. Clerk will report the words.
To say that my colleagues
the gentleman will suspend. Does the gentleman request to withdraw your remarks?
No, I'd like to amend my remarks to say that my colleagues across the aisle are being especially hypocritical today.
The gentleman will suspend.
Fun. Yeah.
New York is recognized.
Sure, I did not mean any disrespect if I caused that. All right?
Does the gentleman ask unanimous consent to withdraw his remarks?
Does the gentleman ask unanimous consent to withdraw his words?
Yes, of course.
Is there an objection?
Without objection.
What he said again, please. I'm sorry. Someone was distracting me, Madam Speaker. I'm not. I'm only asking because someone.
Will the gentleman from New York please his remarks?
I'm sorry I offended anybody. Will withdraw. Thank you again.
As I understand it, the gentleman is withdrawing his remarks and asking for unanimous consent that his remarks be withdrawn. Is that correct?
That understanding, yes. That's correct.
No objection.
Without objection, the words are withdrawn. The gentlewoman from North Carolina is recognized.